Hi guys, and welcome to another OMSI video. I won't be talking very much, you'll be pleased to know. We're obviously in Hamburg HafenCity on the Route 111 in the Volvo 7900LH, which is an Arctic. Okay, so a quick look around the vehicle and get things set up. That moves, by the way, so I tend to set that as follows. I've got the electrics on, and we'll try and start the engine. We're in neutral. Parking brake on. And we have an engine start. All good. So we'll just set up the Elmex here, which is a little different to many of the others. So first you got the information you need automatically populated there actually, so there's nothing really to remember or write down. 1506 is our driver pin. Then it automatically does a ticket print as follows and removes the ticket, and then it wants our running number, which is 220107, and you get your timetable for the whole day there. Most important to tick that tick, otherwise no one will get on the bus and you won't see any fares. So there go all my fares, that's good. And I've got the right money pack for the bus, all of which is excellent. When you get to the far terminus, which is Altona, we're going from Shanghai Lee to Altona. This will automatically, you don't have to put the number in again or anything, this will automatically update, and you just need to tick the tick, then you're ready to set off on your return journey. Air conditioning is automatic. If you do nothing at all, then that's on, and I find just leave it alone and all is well. We're at 18 degrees at the moment. Some of the points to watch out I will go through as we're waiting on traffic lights to fill in some time. There are some things that can go wrong with the bus, and there are solutions. Being European, we have a parking brake and we have a station brake which interlocks with the doors. We've got doors front, centre and rear, in fact 2 centre doors, and by default they are all automatic on closing. So we'll move on to our first stop. Mirror and signal. Release the parking brake. We haven't actually engaged the drive. And that's good. I'm just going to stop the vehicle for a moment, because I haven't actually aligned my wheel. This is my first trip of the day. That's good. Wheel nicely aligned, and first 2 customers coming up. And as promised, this will not be a commentary drive.
Hello.
Hello. And a small fraction of the punters should ask for a fare. I've got fares set on advance at the moment. If I get desperate, I will turn that down. Started off a little late there, so I will make some progress.
Nächste Haltestelle, U-Bahn-Übersicht Quartier. Übergang zur U-Bahn-Linie 4.
without going through any red lights, of course. Okay, one of the things that can happen is if somebody requests the next stop, the yellow light will appear. If somebody requests a ramp for a pushchair or something, then this red light will appear as well. And what you need to do when you've stopped and opened the doors is also push the stroller button there, and that will clear the red light, and all will be well. So that's one of the things that can trip you up on this bus. I think this has to be one of the prettiest OMSI maps. Well, no, pretty is maybe not the right word. Realistic, perhaps. Gritty, atmospheric. Wonder where that car was going for a minute. Take an Arctic on this route. Really, this route's designed for solos. If you take an Arctic on this route, you get some interesting corners to navigate, negotiate, even navigate if you don't know where you're going, which I usually don't. Just slightly tight on the Arctic joint there, so it doesn't like being turned on full lock for any length of time. But that was a tight curve. So we got a stop request there, so somebody is getting off. And again, rather like on the DLs, you can see from the central console here when your doors are open and when they're closed. So we're still running late, but should be able to pick up time on this route. Not too much difficulty. It's 2 o'clock, 2:15 in the afternoon, so we're well outside the rush hour.
Guten Tag. Einmal Kurzstrecke Schüler.
Okay, first fare of the day. Here we go. Well, that all works, that's good.
Nächste Haltestelle, Magellan-Terrassen.
Notice the incline here. So I'm going to use the station brake and the parking brake.
Guten Tag.
Tag.
Just to make sure the vehicle's secure. So I release the station brake and the parking brake. Oh, we got a favourable light change for our left turn. Wonderful. Oddly positioned pedestrian lights here, just beyond the traffic lights.
Haltestelle am Sandturmkai.
Kind of awkward for traffic coming out, but hey ho, we don't plan the city streets, we just have to drive them. Just love these warehouses and cobbled streets. Come on, OMSI.
Schönen guten Tag.
Tag. Bus in trouble over there, I think. He's stuck. Buses do sometimes just stop on this map. Doesn't happen very often, but naturally it happens when you're recording a video. So in some of the OMSI training videos I talked about cyclists and the use of mirrors to detect them, which in 99% of OMSI maps is kind of academic because there aren't any, and this map is an exception to the rule. There are indeed cyclists, and I'm sure we will see some before we reach Altona. Still running a bit late. I'm trying to get under the 3 minutes so we're not penalised too much on the run as a whole. I'm running this within the context of Bus Company Simulator. For the Moonlighters Company.
Guten Tag, eine Kurzstrecke.
Nächste Haltestelle, U-Bahn Baumwall. Übergang zur U-Bahn-Linie U3.
So we have a cyclist right behind the bus, not alongside the bus, so he was actually waiting for us to pull out.
Nächste Haltestelle, U- und S-Bahn Landungsbrücken. Übergang zur Linie U3. Übergang zu den S-Bahn-Linien S1, S2 und S3.
Next stop, Landungsbrücken. Please exit here for harborboat trips. Change here for rapid transit lines.
So we just want to make sure that cyclist hasn't crept up on us before we move off. Notice just the yellow light on the dash comes up if somebody requests the next stop, not the red light. That will only be if they require the ramp or the bus to be lowered, and then we're going to press the stroller button. So while we're waiting at the lights, one fault that can occur on the bus, I'm not sure if it's scripted or not, is the doors very rarely become stuck, and if that happens, there's a button down here called reset, and that may get you out of a problem. So if you find the doors aren't closing, that's going to be of use to you. I can't find any other way to get out of that situation. It's only happened to me once actually, so it doesn't happen very often. And I've got another tip for you, but I'll leave that till a little later in the route. Not that I'm trying to keep you watching or anything. Still got to get this time back. We're still 3 minutes, just coming up to 3 minutes down.
Hello.
Hello. So it's such a long bus, you've got to think about not only passengers getting on, but passengers getting off. Bike lane clear as well as the traffic lane.
Nächste Haltestelle, Bernhard-Noch-Straße.
Yeah, this should get the time back, he says. Yeah, so my last tip with this bus, which is the most common problem people get, and I get as you get tired, is you tend to slip the station brake on just before the buses come to an actual complete halt. And if you do that, the station brake appears not to take effect. It needs you to stop. So you can think that the station brake is on when it's not. And that leads to all sorts of confusion, because then you put it on when you think you've taken it off, and then the bus appears to be broken and it's not broken. So you've got to be very disciplined. See, I'm going to stop the bus now. Stop. Make sure you can hear the doors open as well if you've got a request, and that means the station brake must be on.
Ein Kind bitte.
Yeah, what are all those guys waiting for then? Obviously another bus. Damn. I know that's the wrong ticket. Yeah.
Warum geben Sie mir kein Ticket?
Yep, I know. I took it away. Okay. The other thing I'd say about this bus is I'm not sure how well it always travels in other maps. In Bremen Nord I had an issue with it when I tried it there. I tend to... Let's get off the cobblestones before I carry on talking, it's better. I tend to only use it on Hamburg, which I drive quite a lot because I like it, and it just seems to go with the map beautifully. So I kind of associate the bus with the map, if you see what I mean. Come on. Why is that car in the middle of the road? Is there somebody crossing? Usually when you do that, the AI will actually respond. I'd really rather you moved first. Hey ho. There's 111 going the other way.
S-Bahn, Reeperbahn. Übergang zu den S-Bahn
Or is that him?
S1 und S3.
Going too fast. And we're under the 3 minutes. Very nice. Quite a tricky junction, this. Quite a lot to think about. Okay, happy with that. I'm conscious I'm blocking the road, but
Eine Einzelfahrt bitte.
I actually haven't got to wait here very long, so otherwise I'd have gone further forward.
Nächste Haltestelle, Petermühlenbeck.
Probably twig the feature I use for the curb alignment is that corner there. Parking brake on as well.
Guten Tag. Hallo.
Hello. It's on a slope. Mirror on signal, releasing parking brake as well as the station brake.
Nächste Haltestelle, Fischauktionshalle.
Warum ist der Busfahrer so beschäftigt? Sie können ja kaum die Spur halten. Es waren echt viele Busfahrer.
I'm not really sure why they're unhappy with that. We had a lot of frame judder there. Bit of lag. And as we were doing a corner, I think that
Guten Tag.
companion, I don't think I was doing anything particularly bad, but customer is always right, so hey ho. We'll get that drive-in percentage back up by Altona. As old OMSI hands-on bus companies. I'm not going to talk on these cobblestones.
Hi.
Heidi, hi. As old OMSI hands on Bus Company Simulator will know, what you don't want to do is have the passengers complain just before the terminus, because then your driving rating will then be below 100%. Whereas here, although it's probably dropped to about 90, it'll be back up to 100, unless I do something else bad, which is quite likely, as I'm recording a video.
Ein Ticket bitte.
Ein Ticket, why not? This is rather a deceptive bend. Hit this curb many a time. Try not to hit it today. And there's some real buttes coming up in a moment.
Nächste Haltestelle, Kreuzfahrtterminal Altona.
Now wishing I brought the Solo out, not the Arctic. So this corner here is interesting because you can't see past the building, and you're going to have to use the other side of the road. So it presents a real challenge. And I've got a motorbike coming. Got to really treat him like a car. So you basically got to stop until you can use the other side of the road. Otherwise you hit the curb. That's what I reckon anyway.
Hallo.
Hello. Now, interestingly, I can see the station brake hasn't taken. The passengers hadn't got off. That's the first time that's happened. So you're getting so excited about that corner. I messed up the stupid station brake.
Nächste Haltestelle, Neunplatz-Weg.
Very, very atmospheric, this map and this route in particular. Okay, it's not a high frequency route, but still one of my favourites to drive. Okay, we've got a stop request here. Let's see if we can apply the brake after we've stopped the vehicle. That's a lot better, isn't it? I think even sometimes if OMSI is having a moment, it sometimes won't detect the station brake as well. That might be... oh, we're ready to roll. And this is the last very challenging corners. Okay, that way, but not that way. I'm gonna have to just go, I think. We've got tons of space to the curb on the right, and the vehicles coming down the hill are virtually stationary. Yeah, okay. So, I reckon that was safe. Everybody had moved over and slowed down. on an incline here, so both brakes on. Station brake off, mirror and signal, little bit of accelerator, and then release the parking brake. Colleague coming down.
Nächste Haltestelle, Rathaus Altona.
Okay, we've got a green filter to the right here, which I'm going to cancel straight away and move across to a left turn. Using this lane so I can serve the bus stop on the other side. Not far to go to Altona now. Just over a minute late. That's fine. Watching these parked cars sticking out perhaps. There's no more stops to serve on the right hand side before we pull into the bus station on the left hand side, so we can basically change lanes at a point that will suit us. The traffic's not particularly heavy at the moment, so that shouldn't be an issue. Actually, with these rather long red phases on these traffic lights, our delay is now back up to 3 minutes, which is unfortunate, but there we go. So I really want this white van to go beyond us. I'm just going to encourage him past, put a left signal on. I'm going to let the taxi through as well. He's rather aggressively followed the white van. Now we're all clear. Parked vehicles forced us into this lane, which is the lane we want anyway, so not a problem. And strangely our timekeeping's got better now. We're back down to just over a minute and a half late, which is wonderful. Really hope this bus doesn't fail in front of us, because that would present me with something of a dilemma. The traffic signal we're going on in front isn't the normal traffic light. There we go. It's for buses only. It's that little triangle on the left. Let's make sure it's clear. I've got a cyclist messing around there, so get them out of the way, which they are now. So that bus blocked my vision for a moment, so you need to hold back until you can see. Mustn't assume. Okay, I'm going to let my passengers off here so I can get round that bus in case it doesn't move for a while. I don't think it's... Okay, I can't do that. I've got to take them all this way. Now they'll be happy. Okay guys. Yeah, now they'll get off. Now just slightly too far away from the stop they wanted. Yeah, you've all got to get off, yeah. Wonderful. It's a nice bus station this as well, nice feel to it. So watch where that bus is going. And the stand for the 111 is over here. And when we apply the parking brake, or when we come to a stop, the journey should be finished. Okay folks, if you have been, thank you for watching, and I hope you got some tips there on the Volvo 7900L or LH, and see you on the next video.